Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
We've been talking about pivotal moments in our lives, the times when we're right where God wants us so He can do a work of change and growth in our lives. It might be just something that's said in passing that slowly sinks in and changes our perspective or worldview. Or maybe it's something that opens your eyes to possibilities you'd never thought of before. That's what happened to the man we're going to talk about today. Jesus was on his way to Jerusalem for Passover week, as were many other people. Likely the roads were crowded, especially the main thoroughfare through Jericho to Jerusalem. When people realized Jesus was in the crowd, wow, it got really crowded. Because of the holiday foot traffic, this was a perfect time and place for beggars to sit on the side of the road asking for handouts. Kind of like Christmas time, people are more in a mood for charitable giving near a holiday. So Bartimaeus was next to the road, where all could see him. But he couldn't see them because he was blind. As he was listening for the coins that people would throw in his cup, he somehow overheard that Jesus was in the crowd. Perhaps he'd heard or at least hoped that Jesus might be coming this way. But one thing we know was that he'd definitely heard of Jesus before. Surely he'd heard that Jesus was a healer and longed to have the opportunity for Jesus to touch him and heal him. When he heard Jesus was right there in front of him, he cried out, shouting, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." He wasn't about to let this opportunity pass him by. It's interesting that he called Jesus by a messianic title. This was like declaring that he believed who Jesus was. What a testimony. The passage in Luke says that the people nearest him tried to shush him, but he shouted even louder, "Son of David, have mercy on me." Don't you love how persistent he was? Jesus heard and stopped. Now remember, Jesus was just passing through on his way to Jerusalem, and we know what was going to happen to him in Jerusalem. So did Jesus. But he took the time to heal this poor blind man. He did exactly what the man asked. He had mercy on him. Of course, to everyone else in the crowd, the poor, dirty, blind man by the side of the road might have been an annoyance. Maybe some of them were urging Jesus on toward their goal, Jerusalem, the triumphal entry. But to Jesus, Bartimaeus wasn't just an annoying blind beggar. He was a believing child who needed his love and his touch, and Jesus was more than happy to give that to him. In fact, this miracle was special in that it was the last recorded healing that Jesus did. And to Bartimaeus, it meant everything. His life had been on the side of that road. He had no other way to make enough money to live off of. Now that he could see, a whole world of possibilities opened up to him. And Jesus gave him the permission to go and do them. He said, "Go your way, your faith has healed you." But what did Bartimaeus do? He followed Jesus. That's all he wanted to do. Out of love and gratitude, he wanted to be with Jesus. He didn't run back home and tell his family or go try to find a job. He chose to follow Jesus. Aren't you glad we don't have to wait on the side of the road in hopes that Jesus might come by? He's always available to us through prayer. When we go to him when we are confused, he might give us the key to unlock our understanding in that pivotal moment. When we're scared or worried, he might open our eyes to his care and protection. When we're in need of direction, he can send that little nudge that makes all the difference. Or that billboard with blinking lights all over it, depending on how stubborn or clueless we are sometimes. Or maybe that's just me. Whatever we need, the Lord can give us. We just need to ask, just like Bartimaeus. He wasn't a bit shy about it either, because he knew who Jesus was and had faith he could do it. And Jesus did. And he can do the same for you.
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to share a treasure God has given you by doing an episode, please contact us. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. Thanks for listening, And remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.